guys. If you're here, if you're not, it's all good. I have been meaning to add this little mobility drill to our stretch Saturday or Sunday. And I've never gotten around to doing it, and I actually just did it right now, and it's difficult. Surprise, surprise. Let me show it to you, and then maybe we could all try it and see if it fits in. I don't have the mobility to do it as well as this beautiful woman is doing it. But anyways, you start in a plank, you reach back to touch, I think it's touch, and then reach. So I'm going to reach for that toe, and then I'm going to step that toe forward, and then I'm going to turn. So she's actually turning all the way into this stretch, and I can only do it part way. So anyways, we all begin where we begin. Touch, step, and turn. Feeling that tight here. And at the back. Back, touch, step, and turn. Touch, step. Rotation, right? The same foot. I gotta remember this. Same foot moves, and then the rotation. Right? The idea would be to be able to rotate all the way around to face that wall. Good. I think I'll do one more on each side. Touch that foot. Step. Rotation. Touch, step, and rotation. All right. So, gonna work on that flow, but it's a very good, feel it. I saw it, when I saw it, that's gonna embrace every part of what needs to be warmed up before a workout. Cardiovascular. Matt, go please. Go. Go. Here. Here, bud. So anyways, that's good. I'm so glad that I got to try that one today. Basic rotation. Here's my, sorry about that. I'm set. I really am set. But it's, whenever you add something new, there's a certain disruption around it, isn't there? But then it kind of flows, you adapt, you start getting to it. So we're just going to do the basic, oh, look at there, I am doing it. Oh no, that's not it. All right, I'm getting our lives so I can just make sure that we are on the same page together. Going to turn. Couple deep breaths. And then we're going to add the rotation with, oh, that's not it there. Full arm extension, reach over to the side, deep breath, and exhale. And again, up. And here it is. Got it. One more each side. And I have not gone through the stack. I'm going to take my chances and pick them one at a time right off the top and assume that they're going to be good. I just want to do one fold forward and just check things out here. Good stuff. All right, so the first one here is gorilla. I do want to get into the bed stretch for the hip drill. So let's just start here with rotating those shoulders and kind of leaning back, feeling a stretch in your forearm, wrist. Good stuff. All right, here's the gorilla. And there's the glute series. We'll start with that. Good. I like this. Sometimes you leave it to chance, and the universe conspires to make it a good thing. I've got to get out of here at 9 a.m. again. This time I'm going to do it. So just be aware that we're going to ease and calm, relax into our stretches, but we're not going to take it too long. You don't have to look at the clock. I will today, I promise. Down and up. And one hand, more pressure for your leg to handle and contract and push your body up away from that. Stabilizing. Watch your low back on this. I do feel it on one side here. Everyone's going to be different. Your back challenge, your back load is going to present differently for everybody, and often differently for everybody on any given day, right? Shows up different. I'm going to do one right here. Nice job. With that rotation, and the other side. You can add an up and over, bringing it a little bit further into your upper back, and up and over the other side. Okay, remember the series is meant as a guide, okay? If you can go further or want to hold it longer, that's what you do, all right? If you can't manage some of these positions, just objective observer, like here I am, this is what I can do, and each time I come back, I'll be able to do more. I'll do better. So that back leg of mine is bent quite a bit. Eventually, I would like it straight out back there, but that's not me right now. And you have to honor that, all right? You can't push your way through these kind of movements. Good. And then that rotation is, I'm going to extend my opposite arm to the leg that's extended out front. I'm going to drive it up to the side, almost parallel with that front leg. And I'm going to stretch as far as I can, driving that heel of the hand in to create the tension, and then just drop the shoulder. Whoa. Already the body's saying, what are you doing this morning? Alrighty. Just going to take a little extra time to get to the other side. Breathe. There we go. Alrighty. When you're ready, you're just moving on to the contracting. The leg muscles are contracting, and they are the prime move for your body, your torso, lifting and lowering, okay? Your hands are just there for support. I think I'm going to try that mobility flow right after this workout and see if I've got more range for that torso rotation. Good job. I feel pretty good this morning. Hope you do too. And then, oh, just the torso turn. And then changing sides. And then if you care to take it up and over and do the rotation. Very nice. So, I'm going to take that leg out in front, 90. This one might be more difficult. It is for me. You could leave your leg bent back there and just slowly start moving into and visualizing your intention. Okay, it's like it's easy to get caught up in the inflexibility and the tightness and the discomfort. You got to look forward. This is a trainable aspect of your physical. Just like you can get stronger, you can get faster to train it. This is one of those things. It's doable. It's just not very exciting. Oh. And then I'm going to turn away, lengthening that area back there a little bit more. And same thing. Try to make sure that this leg, the muscles in that contract to lift and lower your torso, okay? With this particular movement, I do use a lot of help from my hands. It's just, you know, when you need the help and when you can do it on your own. Walk it out and away. Drive the heel of your hand in and lower your shoulder. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do one upper and one lower because we've got 10 minutes. I wonder if it's just smart. Let's try and get this one in. This is the bed series where we create mobility in our hip joint and then go at the hamstring group. Some of you might need to loosen up the quadricep at first. But usually I find that this series of mobility drills for the hip joint loosen things up enough so that you can get a good stretch on your hamstring. All right. So there is my test. And then rolling over on the side. So that leg that we're working on is at the bottom, and we're just going to rotate here. So again, just loosening up everything that's tight in and around. the hip joint. So there, up, hold, press it out. That leg and knee follow the line of the floor. You try and stay quite close. Externally rotate and press away. Right? I'm going to go through this one a little more quickly than we usually do. But if you have the intention and you're understanding the connection, you should get a good stretch and loosening up. That leg is now on the top. All right, so we're going to continue to loosen it up a little bit more by doing those rotations. Lift and lower. That hip joint is being affected right now. All right, and then your knee up and down. Again, hip joint. And then you're going to push it forward and back. So there's several ways we loosen up that joint. And then we begin with the hamstring stretch, okay? Once that's all limber and loose, I was going to try this today. So what I want to do is create tension in that hamstring by fighting against either my hands, point flex, roll and rotate. Want to pull it in a little closer, create the tension, point flex, roll and rotate. And maybe one more time, reset. Can you get it closer? Hamstring stretch, create tension in the hamstring. Point flex, roll and rotate, drop it. All right, so now I'm going to hold that in a fixed position here with my knee bent, and I'm going to bend and extend that knee. All right, so the fixed position now is here. All right. Beautiful. Now I'm going to hold that lengthened, hand on my chest and move away, adding the torso rotation brings surrounding muscle groups and attached muscle groups into the stretch. So now that leg, if you retest it, should feel a little more mobile, a little looser, a little easier to drop in and out. Let's go on the other leg now, just a test again. And then we're going to roll on work. So that leg is now on the bottom, bent knee, and rotate it up. Good. And then you'll rotate it up and press it out, all right? Almost like you're trying to push your full leg right out of its hip joint. Up and drive it out. One more, two more, up to you. And alrighty. Yeah, this one's on top now. Continue with the mobility work for the hip joint. Loosen that all up so that your hamstring has a really good chance of stretching, okay? So it's out front, lift and lower. Right in there, that's what you're thinking about right there. Good. And then the hip or the knee goes up and down. And then it's that knee driving forward and back. So you're going to try and get that hip socket at all angles and visualize the tendons and ligaments that are holding it in place. Loosen those up a little bit. And then we're going to create some strength in that. Strength and stretch. So into a nice, you might hold it right here behind your leg. You might be right there. You might just be here. Don't judge yourself, right? Wherever you're at today, creating the tension in that hamstring and pulling it in, point and flex, roll and rotate. Feeling this one right behind my knee. That's interesting. Reset, whoops. Watch for knots in other areas. Reset, pull it in, point flex, roll, rotate. And maybe one more if you're up for it. Good. There we go, point flex, rotate. Good, and then that's where I drop it to the floor. It could be your bottom hand holding it. And now it's in a bent position and you straighten it from there. If that's way too much, attach a strap. Go ahead and attach a strap, right? No big deal. Bend and extend. Straighten it out and bend. Good job. Alrighty, so, oh, we got good timing. I would like to do one more. Let's do that tick-tock for neck and the side of our body, and then I'm going to go back into this, where is it? There it is. It's just a mobility drill. It looks really, really good. Tick-tock, fingertips, or interlace your fingers, creating the tension by pulling them away so that tension will build in your shoulders, and then create more tension by pressing your neck head into those hands, not so much that it's causing unkind pressure. And then you're just going to pull with your right hand down, and your left is going to resist. All right, so there's the contraction, stretch. We intertwine and pull with your left down while your right arm resists. Good. And again, be really aware of your neck. You don't want to cause problems there while you're, addressing other issues. Good. One more time each way. Just a nice little stretch with contraction and adding strength to those longer ranges of motion, okay? So important. All right, 5 minutes to finish up with this guy. I'm just gonna try, I'm gonna watch it one more time, but I'm gonna try and memorize it. I find if I understand more about why we're doing something, it's easier to remember as opposed to just memorizing a series of movements. This movement is to stretch this, then it is to stretch that, then it is to stretch that. So there's 3 parts in my mind for this movement. The first one would be upper body, back, legs. Stretch this up, and then turn. That's not much better. Next week it will be much better. Touch back there, and turn. Touch back to your toe, step, rotate. So eventually we would want that all the way there. Holy moly, we got a ways to go. I love a challenge. Let's go for last one here. Step forward and rotation. Beautiful. Hey you guys. Oh, always fun to add something new. It pulls me back to beginner status. I mean, there's just some moves that you do and your brain doesn't get it yet. And it takes time to adapt and repeat and adapt and repeat. So have a fantastic Saturday. I'll announce later on, I'll put a post up if I'm going to do Sunday or not. Some stuff going on, and I just don't know quite what the schedule is going to be. So I've got our boards ready for next week. I'm prepared. Never a dull moment. Have a great weekend. Have a great Saturday, you guys. Thanks for showing up and stretching with me. Gumbies. Alrighty. Talk to you later.